Hello, welcome to episode 46 of No Holds Barred Pod, and that is Sal Dodson.
And that is Don McGowan. Welcome to No Holds Barred Pod.
Hello. Welcome back. Hopefully you've listened to our last episode 45, which we did a bit of a roundup on the rubbish PMQs. And we talked quite a lot about reform and their insane, in my opinion, choice of Matt Goodwin for MP in Greater Manchester.
It's all very messy,
go back and
isn't
listen
it?
to it.
Everything's really messy at the moment.
Particularly in reform, I think they're really. I don't know. I think there's some infighting already, because someone was pointing out online yesterday that Zaya Youssef has been incredibly quiet and not even mentioned Matt Goodwin once since he was announced.
He was shouting at somebody last night on Twitter, so he's angry, so he's got to let it out somewhere.
Yeah.
But no mention
angry,
of
that guy.
Matt Goodwin or nothing about that.
No, I don't think he's
still no
posted
picture
about
of
him once.
with Richard Tice.
Yeah. I think there's some serious ructions within that party. I think I said it 3 weeks ago. I don't know if they'll last out the year, reform, as they are at the moment. I really don't. With all the egos they've just brought in the last few weeks, Jenrick and Braverman, like serial fucking like shooting the leader in the back kind of thing in the Tory party, weren't they? Constantly at that. So yeah, Farage has made a rod for his own back, I reckon.
It's a duplication of the Tory party, isn't it, essentially?
Yeah, it is, totally.
And, maybe that's how they think that they can, like, lessen the decimation of the Tories.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like these venture capital people, isn't it, when they buy businesses. And then they split them up by pretending that they've got different brands, but they're all owned by the same fucking people. It just gives the illusion of choice.
Yeah. Hedge funds that own everything else, yeah.
Yeah, it's the illusion of choice, isn't it?
What was I listening to? It was something about that, and they were talking about restaurants not getting the same tax relief as pubs are getting, and so they're all going to rebrand into pubs and stuff to get the 15%. But like they were saying, there's a chain, in inverted commas, not what used to be a chain of like Pizza Express or whatever, but it's a hedge fund chain, and they own like Gourmet Burger Kitchen, Ed's Easy Diner, all weird Giraffe, loads of weird chain restaurants. Yeah, but they're all come under this one umbrella of like a hedge fund, and they all own these restaurants.
And they don't care that they're terrible, because they're all just frozen shit deep fried with the sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Talking of which, Jamie's Italian is coming back after so many years.
It's shut down in Liverpool.
That's what I was listening to. Yeah, it's shut down everywhere years ago, but they're bringing it back now. So, but it's when you said about the sauce of
Jamie sold his name, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a name on a tin, isn't it?
Because at least Jamie's original business model was ethical. It might not have been profitable enough.
Tried to be, yeah.
But it was ethical. It took, people with no jobs, trained them up and made them into chefs.
Ex-cons and
whereas these pricks, it's just doling shit out on a plate to keep the cash till flowing. There's just no humanity left within it whatsoever. It's disaster capitalism, isn't it? It's disgusting.
It is. Which brings us on nicely into American news.
But before we do that, please, just as we start, hit the like, share, subscribe, because that is very free for you to do.
You know you want to. If you're on YouTube, it's just about there. Just hit the little bell, and that would help us out a lot. And also, you'll never miss an episode.
Yeah, tell your friends about us. We like the truth.
Exactly.
Not many people do.
Definitely.
So to America, what you got, kid?
Wow.
Well, while we were in Clacton
before.
So it got funny.
Let's start with that. Well, last weekend while we were in Clacton, the news came out that Alex Pretty, who's an ICU nurse in Minneapolis, was the second in this calendar month to be executed by Trump's ICE goons on the streets of Minneapolis.
Eighth death this month.
Is it 8 in total this month? That's crazy. And second outright shot murder in the streets. Yeah, exactly. So he was at a protest in Minneapolis last Saturday, I think it was, and he went to the aid of a woman who ICE had absolutely just shoved so hard onto the ground that I was quite shocked she didn't like smash her head open. And then they rounded on him and went for him, and he had his phone out and he was filming, and they didn't like it. So they pushed him to the ground. And he had a gun on him, which is in America is right to have. He had a permit for it. He had a open carry license, which is perfectly legal. But they saw it, and the video shows them pushing him to the ground, and they managed to take his gun away from him. And so one guy had his gun and moved away. And then after that, they shot him 10 times. I mean, it's just, I don't know. No words, as people say.
It's very difficult to swallow.
Yeah. Another execution on the streets of America.
It also turns out that Alex Pretty the week before had his rib broken by a member of ICE, and they now think that he was actually targeted.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I hadn't read that.
Theory. It's all theory, but...
Yeah.
That's what happened the week before. It's that this has been allowed to go on is unbelievable. The people on the streets, Minnesota's on fire, relative, with people just furious.
Figuratively and literally, yeah.
ICE even tried to breach the Ecuadorian consulate in Minneapolis.
Did they?
Now, for anyone who doesn't know, embassies and consulates are territories of that country. You cannot step over the doorway. The American embassy in London is American soil. A diplomatic car is that country's territory. You have no right to go into it whatsoever unless you're invited. And these things are dealt with on a very strict appointment basis. And ICE tried to storm the consulate the point where Ecuador issued a note of protest to the American embassy in Ecuador.
Shit, that's serious.
And they were literally held back. It was only people power kept them out by people like shutting the door and shoving them out. It's beyond.
God, that's like American embassy in Iran in 1979 when the revolution kicked off. But that was the Americans having to escape.
Wasn't it the Israelis that bombed an embassy in Iran or something a year or two ago?
Yeah, vaguely rings a bell. I'm not sure.
Because everyone was like, "Oh my God, it's an embassy! You don't attack an embassy." Well, nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
and you're like, "Oh, where's that rules-based order going?"
Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't know that about the embassy. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell!
So
it's just out of control, isn't it?
Have you seen the attack on Ilhan Omar?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
She was giving a speech to her community, and some lunatic got up with a plastic syringe and squirted some unknown substance all over. All we know is that it stank. And bless her, she's a woman much like myself. She went for him.
Yeah, I saw. She right. I'm having you. Went for him, fist clenched, and
And then she ended
up.
Good
on her, I say.
She ended up having. Well, she's the Somali that Donald Trump despises, isn't she?
Yeah, she was in a refugee. Spent years in a refugee camp. She's hard. Yeah. She's hard as nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was just like, no sunshine. And then all the people are trying to get her out of there to get her checked because nobody knows what he's squirting. And she's like, no, that's exactly what he wants. I'm staying here. And they're like, you need to be checked. Great. And she's like, that's what he wants. I'm staying here. Give me 10 minutes to finish my speech. Yeah. And then I'll go and get checked out.
And then we'll go.
And I'm watching it going, oh, I feel for both of them because that's who I am, but I get it. But she handled it like a boss.
She did. She really did. But it's so fucking frightening. I mean, if it wasn't, but if it had been acid or something horrendous like that, fuck knows.
You just don't know what it is, do you? Could have been from Russia.
No. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. So yeah, I know that was good. She's amazing, Ilhan Omar, and I think I put something out the other week. I think Trump might even. I think a couple of weeks ago when things were really heightened, I thought maybe he might arrest her.
Oh, it's not getting quiet anytime soon. They're
Well, no, go on.
No, I was just going to point out that they have this week. In Illinois, not Illinois.
Could be.
No, it's
Chicago.
Parks and Rec territory. Ironically.
Indiana.
Thanks. In Indiana. You kindly corrected me just before we came on because I hadn't seen the update. but
it wasn't a correction. It was just an update from yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. State Republican Jim Lucas is proposing legislation, or did propose legislation, that would allow executions by firing squad and by nitrogen hypoxia, commonly referred to as the gas chamber. Lucas said the bill is intended to provide alternatives when lethal injection is not available. Firing squad and nitrogen hypoxia would be allowed alongside lethal injection to carry about Indiana's death penalty under a bill that passed 8 out of 5 of the House Courts and Criminal Code Committee. House Bill 11119 was amended and now moves to the full chamber. Under the measure, it would be up to the Indiana Department of Correction to choose the manner of execution, and state employees could not be forced to participate. Thankfully, that failed, but they are, as we speak, in the same state building camps like Gitmo and Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And the very fact that there are people out there trying to get this passed should be a huge fucking warning klaxon to everybody.
I mean, it's not finished yet. It's just been paused, but they failed yesterday. This bill, Bill 1119.
This is like, what the fuck territory here?
But it said, it stalled after the House failed to pass legislation that will allow condemned prisoners to be gunned to death. But it's not completely off the table yet. They are going to try again with it. It's barbaric. It's barbarism, isn't it? It's fucking madness. As you said, I mean, I wasn't correcting earlier. It was just an update that they've failed on their first go, but they're not giving up.
It's terrifying.
They're going to keep going. It is really. It's barbaric. Fucking medieval shit.
What concerns me is that they do all this stuff so fucking slowly, and you and I, we know how it works. They're doing this so that they've got options because they think that he's going to get another term, and all of this is just building to like lock people up, and then they're depopulating. I've been saying it for years. There's a global order of depopulation, or it's a massive fucking coincidence. But come on.
Yeah, scary. Very, very frightening stuff.
Happy to be proven wrong every fucking time, except it just continues, and they are normalising the acceptability of ISIS behaviour. That's what they're trying to do, so that in a few years' time, when they've got these concentration camps built and everybody locked up in them, it's very expensive to keep these people alive.
Yeah, where have we seen this before? I know. It's
true dystopia.
Yeah, in the absolute essence of the word, it is. But it's fascist dystopia. Like it's not like
industrial.
Well,
that's what they want it to be eventually, isn't it? So that there's like the 1% get to live like human beings, and the rest of us are in indentured servitude,
scrabbling around for food and like killing each other like you see in a film.
You need to watch 2073, my friend.
Oh shit! We were going to watch it at the weekend.
We were, no,
yeah, I know.
Well,
yeah, that's horrible shit from Indiana. Let's hope it gets put to the side again, but they're not giving up on it by all accounts. I'm just reading from the Indy Star, which is the local paper in Indiana, and in Indiana. So fingers crossed, but we will see. So I was thinking after the thing that happened at the weekend after Pretty being shot, like the global condemnation that's sort of raining down on America and Trump at the moment is huge, especially after Renee Good, and then even more so since the weekend, since the second shooting, murder. But it came out today that 2 officers have been placed on administrative leave, but that's it. I mean, nothing else. They're still getting paid and stuff. So, but they shot this guy to death, and and I just thought Trump's gone a bit quiet, internationally at least. And I sort of started having a look at him yesterday, seeing what he's been up to. He hasn't been quiet, let's put it that way. He's kind of dialed back all the Greenland kind of rhetoric and Iran. He's moving, still waiting for his aircraft carriers to hit the Persian Gulf. But go on.
Because You were showing me the air traffic jobby at the weekend, waiting for him to hit Iran, and he didn't. And then last night he was supposed to hit Iran, and he didn't.
It's not there yet. He's got this whole carrier strike group. So he's got, like I think I said to you, these like aircraft carriers are all on their way to the Persian Gulf, and I don't think they're in place yet. He announced yesterday that when they're there, he's going to unleash hell on Iran.
Right.
But I don't think they're there yet.
You see, I'm no Sun Tzu, to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
But if I was planning to attack somebody, I'd probably keep my gob shut until everything was lined up and it had just happened.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, you know what he's like, though? He can't keep his mouth shut about anything, can he? He's been broadcasting this to the whole world for the last 2 weeks, so I don't know. He'll get him.
But
he might get there, do some exercises, and then come home again.
I think I heard something about how he's being, like, basically Israel are saying to him, not yet, we're not quite ready, because Israel know they're going to get it. If Trump hits Iran are going to hit Israel. They've already said they're going to.
Yeah.
And Israel are like, not yet, we haven't quite got our fucking Iron Dome in order, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's go for it,
Yeah, that might be the reason.
Yeah, it's all fucked.
But it is. But I thought I'd have a look at his Truth Social, what he's been up to on there over the last couple of days.
Bon chance.
Oh my god.
How was it?
Yeah. He's fully mad, like in the truest sense of the word. I think just in the last 24 hours, he tweeted 60 times about Barack Obama alone.
He was awake between midnight and 7 a.m. doing that.
Yeah. 100%. And I think he's got this thing in his head now. He's got proof, in inverted commas, that Barack Obama engaged the CIA to overturn the 2016 election that Trump won. And this is the thing. He won that election, and he thinks Obama kind of is become treason. He should be in prison for treason because of Trump winning. I don't know. It's all mad.
Is he trying to make it so that his first 4 years was technically illegal, which means he can go for a second one?
Oh, that's a good shout. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a really good thought. Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe
the webs these cunts will weave are outrageous.
Like having his first term annulled, so legally he can stand again.
It makes no sense on logical grounds to human beings with a brain, but in his adult fucking grey matter.
Oh, you heard it here first, people. If that is the case, then that does seem like a seriously likely thing that Trump would do.
For us to all laugh
Sal nailed it. Yeah.
And for the Americans to go, fuck off. I mean, that's taking a proper liberty.
Sense. Yeah, that would make total sense, though, wouldn't it? If he can find some sort of way to have his first term legally annulled, then there's nothing standing in his way. Congress can't have. Oh wow, that's
which
mad.
Might indicate a bit of a fissure between him and JD.
Oh well, yeah.
Maybe
he's
got his eyes on the old JD Erica Kirk duo business taking over, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not having any of that shit."
Yeah, well, JD's got Palantir behind him, Peter Thiel as well, which
notwithstanding,
is another whole story.
All of this is a massive Epstein distraction, and we can say that because we're not on TikTok, where you are no longer able to say the word.
Oh yeah,
Flapstein.
I'm going to clip that and put it on TikTok. I meant to check that when it came out the other day. That
do be the first one out because they won't.
Well, I'm going to go and have a look at it.
You can say Flapstein and Klepstein and Mlepstein and Blepstein, but not without the precursor. Probably.
Well, we've got a video on there. Wait, I put a clip out ages ago about us talking about the Epstein files. I must go and have a look and see if it's still there or if it's been censored. That's interesting. But yeah, I heard about the Trump now owns TikTok officially, basically, and he's censoring all that shit. So
because he's got nothing to hide.
Yeah. He's totally innocent, and absolutely everything he's doing is proving his innocence. Yeah, fuck me, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely off the charts, bananas.
Like literally,
stuff.
Actually, according to every DSM-5 available, bonkers.
Yeah.
Where's that 25th Amendment, please?
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I mean, he just on Truth Social, yeah, like I said, like 60 posts in 24 hours about Obama being having proof of Obama's treason. Let me just find it. I want to read one of the posts I saved
because we like comedy. Also,
you have to imagine this in like one long stream of consciousness because he doesn't really have any sort of full stops or comments.
Are you not going to take him off?
Huh? Breaking. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has just released hundreds of bombshell Russiagate documents, capital letters, proving that Barack Obama personally ordered CIA agents to manufacture false intelligence on President Trump and was actively working with the enemy to undermine and erode Americans' confidence in our democracy and President Trump's landslide 2016 victory. That's one sentence. This was a coup attempt by Barack Hussein Obama and his cronies. As Jesse Waters, Fox News, said, whatever happens to these guys is not revenge, it's accountability. And it's time for people to pay the price. Arrest Obama now. That was one of his posts out of 60 that he put last night. He's off the charts. And I think he's, as you said, it's just more distraction about what's up. Have you found something?
Not necessarily. I'll tell you in a minute. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, I just sort of wanted to sort of highlight that he's losing the thread whilst trying to distract. Go on, say it. Sal's found something.
Okay, I haven't read that tweet because it's quite long, but I think it might be an interesting addition. I've just gone on to Tulsi Gabbard just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I've watched quite a bit of her prior to her becoming a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
And I think she's got quite a unique position because I don't think she is a fully indentured like maggot at all. I don't know why she's doing what she's doing, but I think there's a thread of decency within her, which is why we hear nothing from her. She's just trying to. I think she's just trying to do a job, but she's fucked it. She says, one of the main reasons I left the Democrat Party was because of their hostility towards God and those who have faith in or are trying to cultivate their love for God. Those so-called protesters who tried to intimidate and terrorize innocent women, children, and men in the Minneapolis church is just another example of their hostility towards God and his worshippers. They were protesting Rene Good being executed in the street. Such behaviour is demonic and should be condemned by everyone, and those who took part in such intimidation tactics should be held accountable. I swear to fucking God.
I mean, for someone who's supposedly so religious, she lied to Congress in the Intelligence Committee. She was asked loads of times about Trump and things that Trump has said and done, and she completely lied full on to Congress about that Intelligence Committee about 2 months ago. Yeah, so Trump off the deep end, completely nuts, lost the plot to the point where I found out this morning one of my friends on Twitter called Callie Mucho had alerted me to something which I didn't notice on the BBC website. I'm just going to find it. Where is it? Is that it? No, that's not it. No, I should just not have so many bloody tabs open. Sorry, I'm talking. Here we go. Yeah, Callie Mucho sent me a link to a BBC News article. Basically, the captain and I think the second mate of the Bella Maria, whatever it was called, Marinera, it ended up being called, that was hijacked by American and British military vehicles in the middle of the Atlantic. I didn't realise they'd been sailed to the Moray Firth on the east coast of Scotland.
Just when you think it can't get any crazier.
Yeah, and it's been there for a couple of weeks, moored up. And it turns out about 3 days ago, America illegally rendered the captain and the second mate from Scotland, took them, put them on a plane and fucked them off illegally. The Scottish government had put up a fight and said that we're not letting you do this. They don't want to go to America, and they have that right. And under Scottish law and Scottish jurisdiction, you're not allowed this. Yeah, you can't take them. We're not allowing you to take them. This is our laws. This is our country. But they came and took them anyway. They put them on a private jet and flew them off 3 days ago to America. Well, maybe Gitmo or somewhere else, Black Site, something. Yeah, exactly. And they were desperately did not want to be taken by America. And despite Scotland's laws, they took them anyway. And it seems like, I need to do a bit more digging, it seems like it got the nod from Westminster, from Downing Street.
I mean, in a surprise to nobody.
From the Home Office or the Foreign Office. But it looks like they've gone against Scottish law via, Westminster, and just come in and swipe these two citizens away and taken them off. They've kidnapped them. It's a legal rendition.
Yeah.
2 foreign nationals from Scotland. It's absolutely shocking. Piracy, kidnapping, and then ended up in illegal rendition. Of war?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I mean, generally, it depends if it got the nod from who's the foreign secretary right now?
Mahmood. No.
Shabana Mahmood. No, she's home
Yvette Cooper.
Yvette Cooper, yeah, that's it. Sorry, I was thinking Lammy, but he's No, if they got the nod from Yvette Cooper, it's nothing. It's which it seems like maybe that's what's happened. Either way, it's absolutely shocking that the American government can just exert that amount of force in another country.
The inhumanity knows no bounds.
It's crazy. And then I think you saw it. I think you messaged me about it. I'm just going to find the hero. I know where this one is. Yesterday, it emerged that the US Congress is set to block Ofcom from regulating American firms in the United Kingdom.
No, that was your tweet. I got onto it after you tweeted it.
Yeah. So the White House says it's anathema to the First Amendment. And I said, I'm not really sure what's going on, because what
do you think anathema means?
Well, yeah, they definitely didn't write that. What don't they get? That the UK is a different country, or that America doesn't set the rules for other countries?
If you want to come and trade in our country, you abide by our rules. Much like if we were to go to America, we would have to abide by American rules. That is how it works.
I had a reply this afternoon on that post that I put out about it from a Lib Dem
unless
councillor.
Yvette Cooper says otherwise, obviously.
Well, yeah, true, exactly. Yeah, a Lib Dem councillor replied to me about that this afternoon for Llandrindod Southward in Powys, a Welsh Liberal Democrat. And he said to me, I've had exchanges with US lawyers on this, and they honestly believe that US firms should be judged on US, not local laws when they operate globally.
And that local
restrictions don't apply. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that quid pro quo, is it, kid? Yeah.
It's just state level narcissism, isn't it? Like we're the world. We can do whatever they want. But he said through US lawyers he's had dealings with, he said this is how they think, that they can go to foreign countries and operate under American jurisdiction.
It's exceptionalism. It's wild.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know. It's absolutely madness. So, yeah, America's off the charts. Absolutely lost the plot. Fucking doolally bananas. Yeah, gone. Completely gone. And there's a lot of... to the point where, do you know Sepp Blatter, who was the president of FIFA, got done for being dodgy as fuck?
Yes.
Came out a couple of days ago. Sepp Blatter, and said, we should be boycotting the World Cup. Don't go. Teams and fans should not go to the United States for the World Cup. That's Sepp Blatter.
I saw Ben Kentish, a clip on YouTube, having a phone in about that.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a couple of coloured people rang in and went, obviously you're not taking it seriously because you're white. It was the gist of it. But for me, I can't go, it's a problem. And then they got this other cockney white boy on who's like, I can go, it'll be fine for me and my mates. And this other fella's going, yeah, but it's not for me. So, like, why would you go? Like, given what's going on? Well, it doesn't affect me, does it? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
That's everything that's wrong with the world.
Yeah, totally.
It's
I
sport.
heard a caller
It's
on.
fucking sport. We're talking about people being executed in the street. It's a sport, except it's a sporting competition that raises millions and billions of pounds.
Billions, yeah, exactly.
And that's what it's about, because that apparently is more important than human life. Still.
Yeah, I heard a caller on LBC on the same subject, and she was a lady from Brixton, black lady, and she said that her son lives in Canada, I think, and that they go over and meet each other in New York every year
Same
or
lady.
every summer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's the same. Yeah, and she was absolutely like, she was like, you don't understand, because I think it was
she
Tom
kept saying to him,
Swarbrick.
"Stop laughing. It's not a laughing matter."
Yeah. No, it was Tom Swarbrick's show, and and he was going, but you have choice not to go. She said, that's not, or you're misunderstanding so badly.
Deliberately,
like, I'm a
as
black
he does.
woman. I will not go because I might get arrested because I'm black. And he's like, well, no, it's your choice not to go.
It's worse. It was worse than that. He was. I don't know if he said it to her, but he definitely said it to the guy before her.
Oh, I only heard that clip, I think.
He said, well, actually, Pretty was a white man, so I could get shot in the street, but I'm still willing to go because that's my choice. I swear to God.
Tom Swarbrick
I swear down, that's what he was saying. And he kept repeating it as well.
See,
like that was...
It's come to the point where I much, much prefer Nick Ferrari than I do Tom Swarbrick. Tom Swarbrick is borderline evil. I'll listen to Nick Ferrari.
I avoid Nick Ferrari because he used to irritate me, so I don't bother. When people do that, I just switch him off.
I've always listened to him in the mornings because I'm up early and I listen, but I've always found, obviously he's a Tory and obviously, he's very right wing, but I find him fair sometimes, and he can give some fair responses, and he accepts people for the most part. Sometimes he's just a dickhead, but Swarbrick is like ultra contrarian to the point of being borderline evil now. I think just to say shit. Yeah, he is. I think he is. Exactly. To the point where he's telling black people that it's okay that they can't go to America
because he's got free choice or something.
Because he's white and he can go. It's like, oh my God, you.
He literally said, Alex Pretty was a white man. I could get shot in the street.
Yeah. That sums up Tom Swarbrick for me at the moment.
Him and Ben Kentish like interchangeable. Has anyone seen him in the same room?
They sound quite similar. It's Ben Kentish because he's slightly more balanced. I don't mind Ben Kentish. Henry Riley's the one that's like a little mini Tom Swarbrick, though, isn't he? Yeah, he's quite right wing.
They're like clones.
Yeah, Swarbrick, Jesus, no, can't listen to him. I never listen to him anymore. I did hear that clip though from that lady in Brixton. So. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Don't know how we even got to that point, but yeah. And unless you got anything else about America, or should we?
Not really, but I've got
Essex.
I've got a little hopeful anecdote from the weekend. I don't even know if you remember, to be honest, because it was quite early on, sort of.
Right.
But I went outside the pub we were in for a little vape, and I got chased out because I was in like the first door we went in, and then you had to go around the front to smoke or vape. Where
I remember that. Yeah.
There was like loads of seating for about 80 people split into two, and I had to go and stand in the bit that was for the smoking people on the seafront where there was not a soul except for one other door person. So I'm stood there going, okay, this is fine. And then some guy comes out of the other door where I'm now stood and gets directed by the bouncer to stand near me and not over the other side where there was nobody. And I just couldn't help myself. I just went, yeah, all those people over there might complain if you go and smoke over there. And we struck up a conversation. And I can't remember how or why. Oh, that was it. It took me 100 years to guess where he was. Well, I didn't guess where he was from. He was Scottish, but he sounded very Scandinavian. So we had quite a good rapport. So I just said, what are your politics? Can't remember why. And he said, oh, well, to be honest, I'm quite far right. And I went,
yeah.
Oh, why's that? And just, entertained him because I knew exactly what his problems are and why they were.
Yeah.
Just, he really didn't. And, he's got 3 jobs and 5 kids and 3 of them are autistic and he's struggling with this. The struggles we all have. And, really, really nice guy. Turns out not far right, politically illiterate. And I think that is what a lot of people who put themselves in the far right actually are. Their gullibility is being used, as we know.
Absolutely,
because we're all tuned in because that is our bag.
Yeah.
He wasn't. So I listened to him. And instead of saying, yeah, but what about, which I used to do, and it never got me anywhere, I'm trying to refine my tactics now.
Yeah.
And whilst I realise doing it one person at a time isn't going to, change much, it might change something for somebody else. And I just said to him, can I show you a video that's 2.5 minutes long? And he said, absolutely. So I showed him Zach's running campaign video.
Yeah.
And I just said to him beforehand, if you can find anything in that doesn't affect you, let me know at the end. And at the end, he had tears in his eyes and he went, oh my God, that's me. And I went, I know. You're not far right. This is what the Greens are striving for. And nobody else is, because they just want to look after the status quo and the establishment. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what else is available. And I don't think he describes himself as far right now.
No, it's great.
So that was lovely. That was worth going in and of itself.
Yeah, definitely. And it's exactly what you said. It's political illiteracy or just lack of knowledge of politics.
Well, it's been scrambled, hasn't it? Everything's been scrambled.
That's what Reform have bet their house on that. That's exactly why they're riding high in the polls, because of people like that don't understand there's another option. Yeah, because they're told there isn't.
Yeah,
and
people living a better life that isn't in dystopia shouldn't be flower power dippy hippie shit. It should be fucking normality.
Normal, exactly. Just human behaviour. Yeah. No, that was a good tale. And that was outside Wetherspoons in Clacton, wasn't it? So
you've got to go to Gammon Central to convert the gammons. And also, I still won't have a word said against their eggs Benedict. It's cheap and it's tasty.
We had fun. It was fine. So I said something about it was my polling tweet earlier, and I said about they've asked that it's a quiet Wednesday afternoon in Wetherspoons. Someone said, you use Wetherspoons as a slur all the time, you must hate them. I was in Clacton Wetherspoons. Yeah, I said that. I said we were in Clacton Wetherspoons on Saturday night. It was absolutely fine. We had a good time. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever at all. Nothing at all. I've been there twice, the first with you, and I would go there
it's the only place
with
I
anyone
can
else.
To go and bloody eat.
Yeah. Value for money, you can't beat it, can you?
No.
Although saying that, I'll mention it in a minute. I've got a few places in Clacton that I want to shout out.
Jackos.
But well, that's one of them. But we went to Clacton for the weekend, Sal and I, on last weekend, and with the aim of we were going to do some vox pops really and chat to some people in the street. But Clacton's been vox popped to death, and I think they're kind of a bit fed up of it. And we had 2 tour guides, which we were really lucky to have help us out a bit. The first one is Sue Patansky, who we met up with on the afternoon of Saturday, and she was explaining how these people get asked like day in day out about stuff. So we kind of took a decision that maybe it wasn't the best thing to do, but we did get a good lie of the land, and we walked for miles on Saturday, looked around the town and going into places, and we certainly did.
It's bloody beautiful for people who haven't been. It is like
it's not bad at all, is it?
Didn't see any rubbish, I could see how Farage might go there and say, oh, well, there's plenty of cuts to be had. Everything's fabulous. But most places are not, in my experience, like Clacton. And, Southport, Blackpool, New Brighton are equivalent places that I've been to regularly and recently. Degraded to shit. But I imagine like Jaywick and Hastings and places like that are also degraded. But Clacton itself, wow.
No, definitely not. Yeah. I mean, we stayed in a nice apartment. We were just by the beach. We took a walk. It was a lovely sunny day on Saturday. We were lucky. So we walked. The pier was amazing. Really cool, wasn't it? All modern and well looked after.
Was the pier really cool, Don? It was quite holy.
Apart from the holes in the planks. But the bit inside where all the machines and the games were quite nice.
Oh, that was unbelievable. I've never seen such a luxurious games arcade in my life. It was everything was new and clean, and it was massive.
It was,
and
I was saying I've been to Western Pier lots of times. We live quite near. We're in the southwest, so Western Supermare Pier, but you have to pay a £5 to get into Western, and then it's run down to fuck. Whereas Clacton Pier's free, and it was immaculate, wasn't it?
They don't have 2p machines in Clacton; they have £1 machines. I'm lying. They don't.
Yeah,
but it was that kind of thing.
apart from the slightly rickety planks towards the end outside,
I was all right till you pointed them out to me, and then I was.
I know, same.
I couldn't stop looking down.
Yeah, and the beachfront was nice. There's like a little promenade bit, and
I'd go for a holiday. It was that nice.
We met Tan, and we went to a place called Martello Lounge. It's part of the lounge group, which I explained to everyone that I see started in Bristol originally. But it was really nice, wasn't it? The Martello Lounge, and then we just mooched around and walked up and down the town. Nice theatres, well looked after gardens, nice church.
Saw the cast of the pantomime.
Oh yeah, coming out of the theatre. That's right. Robin Hood, I think. The police station looks like a Lego police station, but immaculate.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was not at all what we expected, was it? It was a pleasant surprise to walk around for the day.
And all the people were dead friendly.
Yeah, every single person we met was really lovely. And, most of the shops were open. There was a couple boarded up, but not that many actually were there. Hardly any compared to, like you were saying, up your way.
Hopefully we're going to...
even down my way.
We're going to do my end at the end of this month, maybe, hopefully, certainly for the next one. And you will see stark contrast, my friend.
Yes. Yeah. It was really surprising. It was nice. And I want to give a shout out to Jacko's Cafe. We would like to go and have a coffee and something to eat, and I saw it in the distance, and it was just a cafe.
Let's not do a chain, we said.
No, exactly, and it's a little local cafe just on the top of the town, and it was lovely. Jacko's, really one of the nicest bacon and egg rolls I've ever had.
It was honestly massive, wasn't it?
So good, we went back the next morning and I had it again. So yeah, it's really good place, excellent cafe. And then our second tour guide of the day, we had our friend, let's not say her name, Inevitable Pinky on Twitter, she is. And she lives not that far away, so she came down to see us, and we went out on the piss, basically.
We did. We lots of dancing was done, and I was in my happy place until my body went, no! And I went, oh.
So that was the other place I was going to... We went to Weatherspoons and had a few drinks, and then we went across the road to a bar called Tom Pepper's, which actually was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And it's like a sports bar type thing, but they had a DJ on who was fun, and he was playing good stuff, and it was packed out. Everyone was dancing. And yeah, he was.
and
it was less than it was less than £5 for a pint of Staropramen.
Was
less
it?
than a fiver. Yeah. £4.80.
I do remember going to the bar for three of us and thinking, I think they've undercharged it, but I'll say nothing.
It was cheap for a late night bar.
But so were the property prices.
Yeah, I was surprised by that, weren't we?
What's that?
Looking in estate agent windows, like 4-bed detached for about 300 grand. Yeah,
they're the equivalent of where I live in St Helens. It was unless like they've got coastal erosion or something. I don't know.
No, but it was all different areas around the. Yeah. It was the generalised price. We looked in a lot.
I didn't see anything for over £1 million, or even close to it.
No,
not even close to it.
I don't think so. Don't think so. But yeah, I mean, all I've got to say are good things about our trip to Clacton. Nothing bad happened to us. We weren't accosted by far-right lunatics. There was a few flags around, like there are in most high streets now. Particularly in one hotel. I
still think there's some legs in investing in paintball guns.
Yeah, you were going to get some paintball guns with turquoise paint and shoot them all.
Or is that just advertising them? I don't know.
Yeah, they'd probably turn it into that, wouldn't they?
You'd have to give it some thought.
But yeah, general great time in Clacton. It was lovely. Would go back. That is my takeaway from Clacton-on-Sea.
We would, but there's also a lot of other places we've got to go to.
Yeah, no, that's true. Although we did have offer of somewhere to go and stay with Tan next time we go down that neck of the woods. So
we are very lucky. But this is it. We've got lots of places to have to go to now to talk to all the people.
Yeah,
because that's what I think I'd like to do: is travel around and talk to all the people.
Yeah, exactly. So patreon.com/no. Oh no, I better not put out the address yet because I'm
no. But Ko-fi's live
next week.
Ko-fi's live.
Oh yeah,
the Ko-fi's... to donate to it because it will be an immensely terrible month.
Yeah, it will. But yeah. So Clacton-on-Sea roving report. Good time had by all.
Yeah,
I think was. But it was,
for our first pod outing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, and everyone I spoke to, and we spoke to quite a lot of people in the last place, were lovely. Spoke to a few people in the bar, and every single person I spoke to was very friendly and lovely. So yeah, good on you, Clacton. Shame about your MP, but other than that, good town.
We need to trip him into a recall petition somehow. I just haven't quite figured out how.
Oh, we came up with an idea, but it didn't pan out because it wasn't quite what we thought. Well, it was that whole newspaper report. You know, we got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, we jumped the shark a bit.
Well,
it was disingenuous as shit. It was. Yeah,
it was.
But nothing really more than that.
Farage put out a tweet on last Friday when we were there saying that he had been attending a Clacton business meeting or something.
He made it look like he was in town that weekend.
Basically, yeah, it made it look like he was there.
He conned Don's mum into believing he was in town that weekend.
Oh yeah, it was her that started it. The BBC are reporting that Farage is in Clacton, and yeah, he wasn't. Well, yeah, just the other thing, the last thing, we did drive up to Frinton-on-Sea, which is where he supposedly lives, or where his partner bought a house, to have a look at that, and that is a different league, though, isn't it? There's some serious money in that town. Yeah. There's some big houses up that way.
But it's supposed that's near Walton-on-the-Naze, isn't it? Where it's supposed to be posh.
Yeah, posh. Yeah, that's what Tam was saying. Walton is very posh up that way.
You don't want to be down with the.
But
people.
We didn't get to see him. Yeah, we didn't get to see Farage, unfortunately.
One day,
but then
our time will come.
I mean, we were there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is. I mean, we must have been in Clacton longer for a longer period than he's ever been there. So
he was there the Friday before, I think, but
for for that business thing,
nobody knows.
No, that's it, in and out. So I think we've had a more prolonged experience of Clacton-on-Sea than Nigel Farage has
in total since he was voted in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably. So, yeah, and that's our little roving report from Clacton. I've got some nice photos of it. Actually, I'll put some photos up when I put the pod out online. So got a couple with Tan, which she said I know she doesn't mind us putting out, and with our other friend in Pinky, which we'll put out as well. So yeah.
Just the one where I look like a Make-A-Wish kid. It's really bad.
Well, we took a
it's just
took a few, and she said now do a fun. She said now do a funny one, and yeah, you're really low down, and I'm really high.
It's just
funny.
The makeup, but I do look like a little disabled lady that Tan's doing a special visit to.
Here you go. Look, you watch her on YouTube.
You're gonna have to flash it up now for everyone to see like what we're talking about.
I'll put a picture up.
There is a normal one as well, where I look like a normal.
There's a few
person.
nice ones, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is a bit like that. Oh, look, and this is the one you like. You've seen her on YouTube. Look, here she is. She's come to say hello. Oh dear.
I don't like it.
Thank you, Tan, for coming to see us, because it was lovely to chat to Tan as well. Yeah, so.
And we did laugh like this too there, so
we did. Yeah, we had some good laughs. Yeah, so yeah. Anything else at all you'd like to talk about? We're going to put in at the end. You want me to put in Mark Carney's speech from last week at the WEF, don't you?
And I did just want to say, I want people to listen to this, and understand what's really being said. Because for years I've been trying to explain how capitalism doesn't work through the sort of aspect of big business, like we talked about venture capital before, about how they're sucking up all the small businesses and stuff.
Hedge funds, yeah.
Whereas Mark Carney turns it on its head And he uses the example of a greengrocer going through functional routines that we never question because we're just raised to behave like this. That essentially is just keeping the status quo intact because we're all adhering to this model of capitalism being more important than the universe and human life and nature, and it isn't.
Yeah.
But he's literally laying it all out there just from a very different perspective than I come from, obviously. But he's saying exactly the same thing. The game is up on unfettered capitalism. We know what you're all doing now. All the veils have been removed. This is a con.
Yeah, we can see it.
And it needs to be stopped, and we need to restructure the global order. And maybe this is the storm before the calm, because something had to blow. Something had to start the last days of Rome ticking down. I just hope this is it, because if it isn't, fuck knows what it'll take.
Yeah, true. So, very, very true.
Take it away, Mr. Carney.
So stick around. When we finish talking, have a listen to Mark Carney at the WEF, because it was very worthwhile, definitely. And with that, shall we wrap it up for episode 46? Yeah, go check out our website, noholdsbarredpod.com, for anything else, and we'll get this out over the next
weekend.
2 days,
please
Friday,
like,
Saturday.
Share, subscribe again.
Yeah,
it's
please
free.
do that.
It'll take you 2 seconds. Thank you, Glad.
Yeah. Press the button. Right. Thank you very much for listening, and with that, bye for now.
It seems that every day we're reminded that we live in an era of great power rivalry, that the rules-based order is fading, that the strong can do what they can and the weak must suffer what they must. And this aphorism of Thucydides is presented as inevitable, as the natural logic of international relations reasserting itself. And faced with this logic, there is a strong tendency for countries to go along to get along, to accommodate, to avoid trouble, to hope that compliance will buy safety. Well, it won't. So what are our options? In 1978, the Czech dissident Václav Havel, later president, wrote an essay called The Power of the Powerless. And in it, he asked a simple question: how did the communist system sustain itself? And his answer began with a greengrocer. Every morning, this shopkeeper places a sign in his window: "Workers of the world unite." He doesn't believe it. No one does. But he places the sign anyway to avoid trouble, to signal compliance, to get along. And because every shopkeeper on every street does the same, the system persists. Not through violence alone, but through the participation of ordinary people in rituals they privately know to be false. Havel called this living within a lie. The system's power comes not from its truth, but from everyone's willingness to perform as if it were true. And its fragility comes from the same source. When even one person stops performing, when the greengrocer removes his sign, the illusion begins to crack. Friends, it is time for companies and countries to take their signs down. For decades, countries like Canada prospered under what we called the rules-based international order. We joined its institutions, we praised its principles, we benefited from its predictability. And because of that, we could pursue values-based foreign policies under its protection. We knew the story of the international rules-based order was partially false, that the strongest would exempt themselves when convenient, that trade rules were enforced asymmetrically. And we knew that international law applied with varying rigor depending on the identity of the accused or the victim. This fiction was useful. And American hegemony in particular helped provide public goods, open sea lanes, a stable financial system, collective security, and support for frameworks for resolving disputes. So we placed the sign in the window. We participated in the rituals. And we largely avoided calling out the gaps between rhetoric and reality. This bargain no longer works. Let me be direct. We are in the midst of a rupture, not a transition.